Day, it's Dr. Rafiti. It's April the 14th, and in today's video, I'll talk about a topic that's very dear to me because of what I've seen in my 40 years of practice. What I've seen is many women coming to me in the middle age, after 40, with a variety of symptoms, and those would be um, emotional issues, crying for no reason, not being able to sleep, feeling tired, not wanting to do things, complaining of headaches and body symptoms, and with a whole range of things. And it eventually occurred to me that one of the problems that we were missing as doctors was the transition from womanhood to becoming a mature woman, and that is the perimenopausal and menopausal period. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in this period, starting on from as early as 35, 40, women start decreasing the amount of estrogen that they can produce. So that deficiency in estrogen and progesterone, these are two hormones that make up what a woman really is all about. The loving, the sexy, the vibrant, the full of energy lady, suddenly becoming slump, miserable, moody, no interest in anything. And I've taken deep interest in this, and I felt that the reason why doctors were not prescribing treatment which is available, that's hormone replacement therapy, is because of a study that was done back in, I think, 1999 for just 5.5 years. It's called the Women's Health Initiative. And there the information was incorrect. It was made to believe women were, the evidence that emerged from that was women were getting cancer from using the hormone replacement, which is absolutely incorrect, because the amount of cancer that was occurred was minimal. It was 0.08%, but the press reported it as 26%, created a scare, and for the last 30 years, women were denied a very important pill, a very important medication. They ended up suffering for the last 30 years. And a woman getting into menopause from the age of 40 and living right up to 70 or 80 spent 40 years of life totally miserable, divorced literally from her husband because they were not getting along. And I think that should all change. The evidence is coming out now that if you use the type of estrogens and progesterone that we have now, and that's a very long debate, discussion, but the modern type of replacement therapy is so safe. It's like a woman's natural hormones. It actually decreases cancer. It decreases the ovarian cancer by as much as 40%. Now that's a big ask, a benefit. The other thing is that all-cause mortality decreased significantly. But yet to tell you is about a patient where I was really startled. She came to me a week ago looking tired. She'd given up her tuck shop, didn't want to work, gave up on life at 60. By today's standards, 60 is not old. It's when you're starting to be a young elderly, where your children have left, you want to enjoy each other's company. But because you lack that treatment, you're actually getting separated from this person. Well, within a week of putting this patient on treatment, I saw a remarkable difference in her. But yet to tell us her own story in just a matter of weeks, what she experienced, is a patient. We're not going to show her face for our own privacy, but we'll just ask her the questions. So please tell us, a week ago, what were you feeling like?
I was miserable. I was miserable and I don't feel like living anymore, man. I was crying and I knew, my husband I was so depressed that I pushed him away. I don't want sex, I don't want nothing. I feel miserable. But a week ago, I was here by Dr. Rafiti. Somebody recommended me to him, and she told me the best doctor for you is Dr. Rafiti. And I came to him for a nail that he must remove. And after when we talk with the removal of the nail, and he look at me and he tell me, you look depressed. And I say, yes. I'm crying for everything and I'm miserable. I don't want sex. I don't feel like hugging my husband anymore. But he gave me a prescription and he told me it was the Thursday. I go to the chemist and the chemist ordered me the tablet because he said he don't have the tablet there, but he will order it. And the Friday morning, she phoned me and told me they phoned me and say the tablet is here. The tablet was 350 for the whole tablet. It's like it looks like a birth control tablet, and I tell myself, what is this doctor is giving me a birth control tablet? And I come to him again. I say, but listen here, I use the tablet. I eat right, and he told me the tablet, but you must eat right. You can't eat. I buy me a future life. I Google. I buy me a future life. I Google what kind of a future, what kind of can I drink for
So how are you feeling
protein?
now?
I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling it. My face is right. I'm feeling I'm going back to my shop again. Thank you, Dr. Ravid.
Well, here's an example. What has happened in these last 30 years? People gave hormone replacement such a bad name, and really the hormones we're using are similar to the ones that the woman has from her own ovaries. So we shouldn't be regarding them as drugs. They're just replacement or replenishing what you miss out. What has happened in these last 30 years? Lots of women ended up taking psychiatric drugs like antidepressants, sedatives, anxiolytics, and antipsychotic drugs, which are dangerous, and also complementary medications. There's really no evidence that complementary medicines are going to replace a woman's hormones. And so it's been very costly buying all these products, and women were suffering even in spite of using all these alternative medications and psychiatric drugs. Here's living examples. This woman's got back her life. She's now herself again. And I would suggest that our health authorities make these hormone replacement therapy available to every woman in the world, because it is something they don't ask for, it's something they go through. If we can give birth control pills for free, why can't we give hormone replacement? This should not be just preserved only for the wealthy and people who can't afford it. Let's face it, the whole of the world revolves around how a woman feels. When the woman's not happy, the whole world goes upside down. So by neglecting women, we're actually neglecting the world. So think about that. Take care and God bless. Dr. Apiti.